What is going on, everyone? Welcome back. This is season 1, episode 1. I am completing the last day of week 1 for the Dopey training, the Dopey challenge training provided by RunDisney. And I'll tell you what, I got a later start. The sun is about like right here, and it's already up over the horizon, which means it's getting hot already. And that makes it really difficult for me when there's no shade anywhere. So I'm already kind of boiling. Disappointing start to the morning, but it's my last day for this week, and I've completed Tuesday and Thursday. Today, I really only have to do a 3-mile run. There is no stipulations within that 3-mile run. It's just me out here running, and which is kind of nice because I know what is to come is going to be far more difficult than what there is today. But oh my gosh, my face is just, whew, just dripping in sweat. My sunglasses are all fogged up, but enough talk. I'm a mile in. I need to get back to finishing this run. And I don't know, we'll talk a little bit once I finish this entirely. All right, well, just completed day 3 of week 1, 3-mile run. A little slower than I wanted to, but I was doing a lot of running back and forth to grab these shots. I'm profusely sweating right now. I actually feel like there is sweat coming out of my eyeballs. Maybe it's just tears of pain and suffering and disappointment of myself because I haven't done anything for forever. But I'm gonna go back and stretch and do some other activities before I finish this, just because there are some other things that you should be doing when you're training. All right, so this week has been a struggle for me to get stuff done. I wanted to go in the mornings, Tuesday and Thursday. I was only able to do that on Thursday and today later than I wanted to go, but I still got out. Tuesday was tough. I mean, I was outside, I think it was like 6:30 or 7, and the heat index was still at like over 100. So it was really, really hot, really tough. This week, what I really want to get into is how important it is to set goals for yourself, especially when doing something like this. Now, if you've never done any type of event before, I really suggest that you get onto the RunDisney website and check out some of the training material that is provided. That is the best place to start for setting goals for yourself. And the reason I say that is because it has a calendar that is already outlined with things for you to do. For the Dopey challenge, it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then it's Saturday to start. Later on, it's going to be Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And then there's even, I think, a few weeks where it's a Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the whole point of that is to get you ready because of the Dopey challenge. You know, you're going to be running a 5K on Thursday, you're going to be running a 10K on Friday, you're going to be running the half on Saturday, and the full on Sunday. So that's the best place to start. But even past that, it's really easy to go out and start running, and you know, you're feeling good, and you're like running, you like, maybe you've got like your watch on, you're like, oh man, I got a good pace going. If you're not used to doing that, you're going to burn yourself out very quickly. And the same goes for running your marathon. Set a goal and keep in mind what you're doing, and be mindful that right now you don't need to go super fast. Right now what you need to do is work on going the distance, and the speed will come later with the distance. For me, whenever I'm out there, it's super easy for me to get started. Right now I'm probably sitting right around like a 10-minute mile, but when I get started, I'm running like an 8.5 for like the first, I don't know, mile and a half. Just because, you know, I'm out there, I'm going. And then I very quickly lose all of that stamina because I'm not used to doing that. So set a goal for yourself. Come up with a pace that you think is going to be comfortable and easily, or is easy for you to maintain. Next, whenever you're out there and you're running, now it's really hard to do this on a treadmill because you're in one spot, but at least when you're out and you're running the road or the sidewalk or the trails or wherever, I like to pick a point off in the distance. And whenever I start to feel really tired, I'm starting to feel kind of sore, I say, you know, there's a light post out there. I'm going to try and run to that. Like, I'm going to try and push myself to that post. And then when I get to that post, then I'll stop and take a walk if I need to, or I'll stop and take a breath or stretch my legs or whatever I need to do. And I think for me, that helps me to, number one, know that I can push my body that much further. Because usually when I get to that next point, I'm like, actually, you know what? I think I can keep going. And so I set myself another goal. And I pick another spot, you know, the start of those guardrails down there. And then and I'll run to that spot. And I'll keep going until I really do need to stop and take a break. And don't be discouraged if you're out there and the first couple of weeks, maybe you're walking almost the whole time. Another thing that you can try is downloading an app. I have an app that I use every so often. As soon as I find it, I've got too many pages of apps here. I've got an app, now this is for iOS, it's called Interval Timer. And basically what this allows me to do is set 2 timers, one for like running and then one for walking. So I can set it to say 2 minutes of running and 30 seconds of walking. And that's a good way to start getting your body into the motion of running, try to get yourself ready to run. If you don't know a lot or all of the RunDisney races, there is a pacer that you can use. It's free to you, and all you got to do is look for their flag, and that's what they'll do. They do a run, walk, run the entire time, or a walk, run, walk, whatever you want to call it. But most important though about this whole thing that I'm doing in this training event, the Dopey challenge, RunDisney this year, is that I'm doing this for a specific cause, and it is for the Dragon Master Foundation. And it would mean the world to me if you could, any denomination at all. You don't have to donate a lot of money. If you can just spare a little bit. Everything goes back to the Dragon Master Foundation in trying to find a way to solve and beat childhood brain cancer. So there's a link down in the description below. I talked a little bit about it last week, and I'm excited. This is the first time I'm doing something like this. It's tough, but it's very rewarding. It's also giving me a push to keep going and do more, try to create more content for you guys, do something different for myself, and I'm excited for it. So this was season 1, episode 1. I think I'm going to do an episode every single week, and it's not always going to be like this. Anybody out there who has or knows of somebody who does some running events, like the RunDisney stuff. I know a pretty popular one is Rez Runs. A lot of people look to him. If you guys know somebody, comment down below, and I would love to maybe try to do some type of collaboration. If Rez would happen to see this, I would be interested in chatting with you and just maybe doing some type of like mock interview for training and your thoughts and maybe why it's important to you or whatever. So I kind of want to make this dynamic. I don't want it to be just me standing here the whole time, and we'll see what happens. I think I'm going to try to talk a little bit about eating and some other things that you can do during the week. If you can't get out and run, it's good to make sure that you're at least doing something to get your body active and moving, at least for the time that is available to you. So we'll see where it goes. Again, yeah, week 1 is done. The Tuesday starts next week. It's 45 minutes on Tuesday, 45 minutes on Thursday, and 4 miles, I think, on Saturday. So pretty much the same thing. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be tough again, trying to balance and figure out the schedule, but we'll see. And thanks for watching, everybody. I hope that you enjoy, and please, if you could, donate to the Dragon Master Foundation. The link is in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video.